It started on a Tuesday, not with a bang, but with a message. A simple, terrifying sentence that bled onto every screen on the planet, from the colossal digital billboards in Times Square to the dusty, forgotten CRT television in my grandmother's attic. The words were stark, black on white, devoid of any logo or authority. Do not look at the moon, that was it. No explanation, no source, just a command that felt ancient and absolute. The world, understandably, lost its collective mind. Panic was a tidal wave, washing through cities and suburbs alike. People shuttered their windows, taped up their blinds, and huddled in basements, suddenly terrified of the familiar silver orb that had governed their nights for all of human history. The global infrastructure of information, the very thing that delivered the warning, could offer no answers. It was a digital ghost, a phantom command that had hijacked every system simultaneously and then vanished without a trace. While the rest of the world chose to hide, my journalistic instincts screamed louder than my fear. My name is Ilara, and skepticism is the ink in my veins. This had to be a hack, a prank on an unprecedented scale, or a bizarre social experiment. I spent the next 72 hours chasing ghosts, diving deep into network backdoors and consulting with the best cybersecurity minds I knew. The result was always the same, a digital dead end. The message hadn't originated from any server on Earth. It hadn't traveled through any known network. It was as if the command had simply willed itself into existence on every screen at once. Governments were clueless, scientists were baffled, and the world remained indoors, paralyzed by a warning with no author. The fear was palpable, a thick, suffocating blanket of an unknown dread. But for me, the lack of an explanation was more maddening than any potential threat. Frustration began to curdle my professional curiosity into outright defiance. 3 days of living in artificial daylight, of seeing grown adults cower from a celestial body they had wished upon as children, it was absurd. I couldn't accept it. I decided I had to see for myself, but I wasn't a fool. I wouldn't stare directly at it. Instead, I devised a plan, a controlled experiment to call the universe's bluff. That night, I took my high-definition camera and tripod to the roof of my apartment building. The city below was eerily dark, a sprawling graveyard of light-fearing souls. With trembling hands, I aimed the lens at the sliver of night sky visible between the towering skyscrapers and hit record. I didn't look up, not even a glance. My gaze was fixed on the glowing red light of the camera. I would watch the recording, a second-hand view, a loophole. Back in my apartment, I drew the blinds tight one last time, my heart hammering against my ribs. I poured myself a stiff drink, sank into my chair, and transferred the footage to my laptop. With a deep breath, I hit play. The screen filled with the familiar, breathtaking beauty of the night sky. And there it was, the moon. It was just the moon, a perfect luminous crater-marked sphere, hanging in the blackness exactly as it always had. No monsters emerged from its surface, no deadly rays shot down to vaporize me. A wave of relief so potent it made me dizzy washed over me. I let out a shaky laugh. It was all a hoax, a ridiculous, masterful hoax. I leaned back, the tension finally leaving my shoulders, and my eyes drifted to my own reflection in the dark, inactive portion of the laptop screen. And then my blood ran cold. In the murky reflection, I saw myself sitting in my chair, but I wasn't alone. Standing directly behind me, so close its form almost merged with my own, was a figure. It was tall, impossibly thin, and draped in shadow. Its posture was a perfect, chilling mirror of my own relaxed slump. And where its face should have been, there was nothing. Just a smooth, featureless void. The warning wasn't about what you would see. It was about what sees you back.